I'll get closer to the microphone. So I started weaving accidentally in 2018, and I started push pinning everything on the wall. Recently, I've used also wood boards to weave, and weaving is a beautiful curse because it's beautiful, and at the same time you can't stop when you start. So this is just before, during the pandemic, just before moving to Yale School of Art, and I kept working on different pieces of weaving. This is from Edgewood Building in Yale School of Art, Culture and Photo department, from third floor balcony to the floor. I kept weaving became a performance in itself, so the outcome was as equally important as the performance of weaving. I couldn't weave without music. Music was very important in the process of weaving, and I extended different pieces and started working more on stacking versus weaving, trying to elaborate different spaces, almost architectural. I was interested in labyrinths and things like that, and so I kept growing my studio. And by the end of the program, I have had weaved something like 2 meters by 200 meters of like very loose weaving. Um, and I wanted to honor my studio by creating this piece that was almost one of the last pieces I made, which almost became like totem or the goddess of weaving or something, to honor that and to be grateful to that. Uh, and then also I started performing around these sculptural weavings and pieces. I was creating this persona of the panther angel. So there was a relationship between me wearing certain elements and then transposing them into sculptures, and giving birth to sculptures. Um, like this piece where you have a semi-tractile weave, then you have the mask that's been wearing, this the mermaid tail and things like that. And there was a relationship between weaving and wearing the costumes, performing the the weaving itself, creating different pieces, and it kept on like growing also. So I was wearing some of the weavings, so I was creating personas or just moments of life that resonated with me. Um, I kept growing like this, and then I came back to Algeria. So in the summer, I've been experimenting with different costumes. So it's both weaving and wrapping, and adding some elements like the cat mask. That was a gift from my brother. Uh, and I performed this costume at the festival in Algeria recently. So it was part of parades and music and dances. And recently I've kept working on this costume, which makes me think of the nomadic aspect of the weaving itself, from like me traveling to the US and back to Algeria and back and forth since 2010, and creating this persona of nomadic life, nomadic journey, but also being very grateful to the process. And thank you very much for your time.